I just like Charlotte and Alexa.
I love Charlotte and Alexa. I love this dynamic. Do you know what? Yeah, have you ever like grown up here, and like you always see like the popular girl with her emo friend.
Oh yeah,
I love that dynamic because I have that, what's it called, that friendship where it's like I have a popular friend, you know, she's with the girls, you know, and then obviously there's that alternative emo friend who's like down like for whatever, and they just work together. Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Tea.
Oh, and Tussle.
Yes. Just to address, obviously, there is obviously one missing person here. Kiera, unfortunately, is down with her own knee injury.
Oh,
we'll get into the subject of knee injury.
Play Bennett down right now. Heist of the century, right here in Spotify.
Century. Oh my god! But anyway, we'll get into that later down on the episode. But yeah, man, it's great to be back. We have had a event-filled weekend. Mm-hmm. Man, let's just get straight into it. Let's get into the tea, guys. It was SummerSlam weekend. How did we find it?
I'm tired.
I'm tired as well.
Do you know what? I think when the pay-per-view starts, I'm still calling it pay-per-view, sorry, I do not care, do not come from me. When the pay-per-view starts, right, early, 11, there is not enough time for me to sleep. Like, God forbid, I can't believe I'm asking for it to be 1 a.m.
1 a.m. again, yeah.
I know, obviously, because it's time change and location, and for us, British summertime, so it's forward. But I just give me a couple more hours. I had to try and nap from 9:30. I don't think I napped.
I don't think I napped.
I think I was just existing in my bed.
Mm-hmm.
Just existing in my bed. So that was hard. And then to go back to back.
Which begs the question, guys, do we need a 2-night SummerSlam?
So, okay, slightly controversial from me. I did enjoy how quickly, I think I even tweeted about it. I said I had whiplash because why was the main event suddenly 10 minutes before 2? We're so used to main events being like
around
3:30.
Yeah.
And what, we don't go to bed till 5, if not 6. So I was like, oh, okay, if this means it's a short pay-per-view, great. Do I want them for all of these big pay-per-views? The way they are, I don't know if any of you guys have seen the reports, but WWE and TKO, the money-making machines, they want more 2-night pay-per-views.
And I wholeheartedly disagree.
Completely.
I think if you are going to do the 2-night pay-per-views, we'll keep it to SummerSlam and WrestleMania.
Yep. Rumors of Royal Rumble, please.
No, don't do that. Royal Rumble, it's already packed in the sense that it's focused around the 2 matches, and I think that the pacing of one night is perfect in itself, and the format of one night is perfect in itself. Because again, it's focused on the Royal Rumble plus other matches to be able to sort of like help you relax and get ready. Like the anticipation of the Royal Rumbles is important. If I'm seeing that they want to probably do like Royal Rumble, the women's one night 1 and then the men's one night 2.
I would rather have both. Also because the drinking game was even fun. Like was even better than before.
Absolutely. In terms of Survivor Series, absolutely not.
Do you know what? If they were to attempt to do a Survivor Series, does that mean we're having War Games? Because Survivor Series and War Games is like a thing now, right?
Mm-hmm,
so what? One night War Game.
Night 1 will be the women's, and then night 2 will be the men's.
I want you to be in the War Games because all hell broke loose, and you were forced to put that together.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, gimmicky.
It is. But yeah, in obviously that we answered that questions, but let us know what you guys think. I personally think that if we're gonna keep the 2-night format, just keep it to WrestleMania and SummerSlam.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't even think SummerSlam should have been 2 nights.
No, it probably didn't need to be 2 nights. But I don't mind it being 2 nights in this instance because there was an opportunity for one person to get another main event and have his moment, and it would have fallen flat if it wasn't the main event of the night. So it needed 2 nights for that situation. But I guess maybe we wouldn't have forgotten about it. But it just feels like we all went to bed knowing that happened. Obviously, we'll talk about it, but we went to bed knowing that happened, and it was very fresh and stuff. Ending of night 2 killed the whole thing.
Literally. So let's go through night 1 matches. So obviously, opening the show of night 1, we had Roman Reigns, Jey Uso versus the name The Vision, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
So they're called The Vision now?
They're called The Vision.
What is that?
The Vision and their vision. The Visionary and his visions. I mean, I guess it works because, you know, they are in the, what's it called? They are the future of the WWE. You know, the Vision, they are on the horizon. I'm trying to find a good
I was looking at
I'm
you.
trying to use my English literature / English language to sort of justify the Vision that they are on the horizon of greatness. Because I believe Braun Breaker is the future of WWE.
I actually need Braun to leave.
I think Braun Breaker, I think the way that this stable is going to break down, Braun Breaker is the one that is to break away.
And I need it.
And he needs to be the Paul Heyman guy.
Oh.
He needs to be the Paul Heyman guy.
I need him to, like, not have anyone.
I think he is more connected than Seth Rollins to be a Paul Heyman guy.
Paul Heyman.
He is a monster. He performed in this match. He stood out in this match.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He stood out in this match.
The flying spears.
The flying spears.
This guy just flies.
Even the whole kind of like attitude of him, like it's so Kurt Angle-esque, but
did you see that bit?
That bit is still playing in my mind when he straps up and then he straps off. I bloody love that kind of machismo, that kind of, I love that strength, that adrenaline. I love it. Braun Breaker is definitely one of my favorites of today.
He has always been one of my favorites. I mean, when he was all depressed emo and NXT, that was a bit but he's generally always been my favorite. But I actually think he can stand, for me, coming into WrestleMania, he was actually, before we kind of chastised him where he didn't seem to be able to talk, but he got better. The road to WrestleMania, this guy could talk.
He could talk.
I don't think he needs Paul Heyman at all.
I just see the dynamic.
I hear it.
I see the chemistry.
I see
and
it
I always
too,
do like these powerhouses, like we were talking about. Well, like we were talking about last week about Jade Cargill, a powerhouse who needs somebody like a mouthpiece. I love a powerhouse that has a mouthpiece.
A mouthpiece. I hear it.
And I think the way Paul Heyman builds you up to be like, he's like some of the best names in the industry had, you know, the best talkers. They always had a Paul Heyman guy. I mean, like we can say that CM Punk, he didn't need Paul Heyman.
He didn't need Paul Heyman.
But it worked.
It did work. But you know, I think in a previous podcast, I said that if this group was to break up, then I want it to be exactly like Randy Orton leaving Evolution. I've changed my mind. It's still Evolution, but it needs to be Batista leaving Evolution instead. Randy was like the young, stocky rookie. It needs to be Batista. Batista became a beast. So yeah, because I could see just Braun destroying Seth.
You know what? And I hear it. Like, you know what? There's so many angles that they can go with it. And I love the fact that, you know, Braun Breaker can have many of these kind of avenues.
Yes.
And we just have to honestly see how they execute it. And now I'm sort of, because I am questioning how WWE executes a lot of things now. They have a lot of choice, but they choose the wrong option.
Yeah. And so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But it was an okay match.
It was a fun match.
Yeah.
Great opening, you know, I love, obviously there's that Roman Reigns pacing where it starts off slow and then it picks up.
My God, Roman. You know what? Roman showed his veteran skills.
Yeah.
Because he knew he had overshot once he hit the ropes, that he knew to curve in. He should have taught me that when I was part of my university trampoline team and was doing my normal routine and then slipped. And instead of curving in, I put my arms out. And instead of breaking my arm, I dislocated it because the doctors were like, you should have broken it. But anyway, so Roman showed some veteran skill there. And it was great. Someone said that Roman was moving like Shield days where like he had bills to pay. And maybe he does.
Like rent was due that day.
Rent was due.
But no, definitely. Bronson Reed, even himself, when he's now
Stop stealing people's shoes.
I love it. The Shula Fala. Come on. That is the most creative thing. What's it called? The tribal thief.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
what
it.
they're saying.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Does Roman wear Jordans?
Yes,
it Jordans?
he does. I think he has his own custom made Jordans as well. So, star status.
You know what? Bronson, if you're selling these, then I understand.
I love it. And the way he wears it around, like I said, like the Shula Fala. The creativity in that. I just love it. So, you know what? Definitely a fun opener. Definitely a good match. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I enjoyed it. The next match, again, another tag team match, but this time it was for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss versus the Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez.
I just like Charlotte and Alexa.
I love Charlotte and Alexa. I love this dynamic. Do you know what, yeah? Have you ever like grown up, yeah? And like you always see like the popular girl with her emo friend.
Oh yeah.
I love that dynamic because I have that, what's it called, that friendship where it's like I have a popular friend, she's with the girls, and then obviously there's that alternative emo friend who's like down for whatever, and they just work together, and I love it.
It was really cute. I was really into it. I love the whole not best friends, even like the choppy slap.
Yep.
Choppy hug.
The choppy hug.
Yeah.
The like, oh, we'll hug for 1 minute and then we'll just like leave it.
No, it was great. Raquel, as usual,
she has improved.
She has improved so much, and I'm really happy for her. And I love the presentation. I love the music. It works really well. Mm-hmm. I think I said I was quite nervous how this match was gonna go, especially when they did like the false camera angle and it like Charlotte was going to turn on Alexa because Alexa punched her. But I'm really glad they didn't go with that because I'm just like, capitalize on the fact that, I mean, they are. Michael Cole's saying that this girl was hated like 5 weeks ago. I'm just like, damn, we don't need to go that far. But they're capitalizing it, so continue to capitalize it. She's really loved. And then I think on Raw, they were proper cheering for her and they said she deserved it. And I was like, when have people ever said Charlotte Flair deserves it?
I know, right?
People have been saying she like, what's the opposite of deserve?
She doesn't deserve it.
She doesn't know, and she's like overshot. Like, yeah, Charlotte's just multi-belts, but this didn't feel wrong, and it was organic. It wasn't stolen. It happened over time. Yeah, so I'm quite happy.
I'm really glad. I enjoyed this match again. Roxanne Perez showing herself to be that supportive character that is ready to. I love the dynamic. Obviously, you get Raquel who wants to use Roxanne as a weapon, but Roxanne's just happy to be that weapon. Do you know what I mean?
I wonder what's going to happen when Liv shows up.
I wonder. And I think it would be a good sort of rivalry.
Weren't they in Liv's territory? I'm surprised she didn't show up.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't need.
I mean, no, she is really, really injured.
Yeah,
but,
I guess that
it would have been nice.
It would have been nice, but then again, that organic nature to just let them have their moment and let them,
She'll probably show up if they eventually make Dominic lose that belt because they're continuing that feud with AJ. I thought that was done, but they're continuing it. Yeah. So.
But yeah, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss walk away the tag team champions, and I love that for them. I can't wait. I hope they hold this for a very long time.
I hope so.
I hope that they, I think they're a good team. They're a good dynamic.
I think they're a good team.
And eventually, I'm sure it will lead off into a rivalry between them. But right now, let's just enjoy the story for what it is.
Oh God, actually, it might.
It will.
No, let's just stick back to those memes. I got you. I got you, girl.
I got you, sis. So the next match we had was Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Now the stipulation for this match is had Karrion Kross won, Zayn would have to admit that Kross was right and Zayn is not a good person. And if Zayn had won, which he did, Kross would have to admit that he was wrong about Sami Zayn.
I don't remember if they did that at the end.
I don't remember, and I can't lie, it was quite a forgettable match. I can't lie.
What was I doing?
I don't know. I was probably like.
I know I watched it, but I don't. It's not in my head.
It's not. It wasn't.
All I have seen from this again was that the crowd was not happy
Mm-hmm.
for the first time, really, that Sami won and Karrion lost.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, we know that the contract expires this
Around this
weekend.
week. Do you think that they're going to renew the contract?
I don't think they're going to renew the contract. But I am concerned because, I mean, we'll talk about it properly later. But WWE are really showing their hand, and they are quite. To me, I think they're quite pissed with the fans because the fans have forced their hand one too many times.
Yep.
And the fans, I don't know if you saw on the post show, fans were screaming, "We want Cross, we want Cross."
And then
Triple H was like, "Oh, you want Brock? He's here. We'll address that later.
yeah.
You got him." And I'm just like, no. To me, that was just like, we're gonna disregard what you're saying because you've asked for too much.
You've asked for too
and
much.
we've given you what you wanted,
Yeah.
and we're not gonna give it to you again.
Yeah.
So there's that, and which is interesting. Given with WWE and Real, they were talking about how, you know, like sometimes the fans just change the direction. You have to go with it, but you weren't honest. You were forced to go with it and stuff, because if you really wanted to, you don't have to go with it, and you've shown time and time and again actually where you've not wanted to go with it. So yeah, I just, because obviously the GCW carrying Cross is another level of killer, and I don't know why they're not tapping in that. But then probably for the same reason why they're not tapping into like the difference between Natalia and Natty and stuff. They're letting them have their fun on like the indies. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening there.
It will be interesting to see how Karrion Kross's future does unfold. I do hope he does stay in the WWE.
It would be nice, and I would hope they give him more opportunities. I've gotten used to his entrance.
Yeah.
I actually look forward to.
I love their entrance. I love the theatrics of it. I love Scarlett sort of like playing it, and it's just really interesting. But then again, like, I was gonna say that the crowd weren't really kind of like, the crowd in general was just not like, I just
Not
don't
really
think
there for
they
it.
just should never go to New Jersey again, in my humble opinion.
Well, I mean, there's that argument as well, because I know loads of people were really upset with the
Yeah.
crowd. And I wonder if it's a case again, similar to us, where we thought we were electric at Vegas, and then we watched some videos back, our own videos, and it was just us screaming in our area. So that was shocking, because we thought everyone, you know, that was weird. That was strange.
That was strange.
Maybe, I don't know. But I mean, obviously, people are saying that the US is a bit spoiled when it comes to wrestling.
I did read somewhere that they need to start putting these pay-per-views in foreign crowds, and obviously they are doing it with the much smaller ones, but does the argument stand when it comes to the big one? Well, they're doing Royal Rumble in Riyadh, aren't they not? Which is another story for another day.
Anyway,
but I mean, I guess that will be the tester to see like what it is like.
but
when
that's
you put
the wrong test.
That's the wrong tester. I mean, it's giving.
I'm sorry. It is.
It is. It's giving whoever decides to put in the money gets the opportunity, because I'm assuming that the PLEs or the bigger pay-per-views are obviously going to cost a lot more.
I mean, that's why WrestleMania is happening in Vegas again.
Yeah, because they're willing to put up the money.
Yeah.
Riyadh, Dubai, Saudi Arabia.
Oh my god.
They're just
it's about it's part of the whole government strategy for introduction of sports and to make them a global player on the sporting field. So
even though they have their own things to.
Well, I mean, WWE and Saudi Arabia 1-1.
1-1.
So
but yeah, let's see how it goes. Next, we have Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. Now, this is following Jade Cargill's winning of the Queen of the Ring tournament, to which Tiffany Stratton defeated Jade Cargill, which I am slightly surprised about.
So I actually had to watch the match again the next day, just to see. It was an okay match.
It was an okay match. I think definitely Tiffany was carrying a lot.
And I don't want to be like, oh, I told you so, because realistically, there's no self-gratification for it. But I mean, because the thing is, if we didn't have the storyline of Jade, we won't have Naomi now. So I can't be like, Jade should have gone to NXT. But realistically, in my head, Jade should have been in NXT and been a powerhouse in NXT, and that would have helped her a lot more. Or like you said before, Jade should have a spokesperson or something. But also, that's not also... all of that's not going to fix
it's not gonna
the
fix
ring, the in-ring stuff. So what is happening?
Well, I'm starting to see that maybe it could be a work. Somebody said on Twitter that Jade is not great, or something along the lines that Jade sucks, and then she agreed. So
Someone said that she had a breakdown.
Yeah.
I haven't
she's
seen
having
anything.
a bit of a meltdown, and again, I don't know whether if it's a work or it's a shoot, but she's sort of going into a place where it seems like she's starting to see that maybe her in-ring abilities are not up to par. I always thought that the star power preceded all. And I think once again, when it comes to WWE, once they see the star power, that precedes anything. I'm sorry, there's some players in the game who have been absolute pants in the ring, but again, I'm not going to mention a few names because some of them have kicked the bucket recently. But that star power preceded all. And I think they saw that in Jade because, again, like she came, and I think maybe the fans are beginning to clock on because when she came in, it was such...
I also really liked her entrance at SummerSlam.
Yes.
It just with we should talk about that actually, just the stage in general, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah. That really generated aura as well.
Mm-hmm. She's got aura. She's an aura farmer. It's just...
maybe she needs to... I'm not saying to get rid of her, guys, but I'm just using this as an example. Nia Jax disappeared and came back 10 times better.
And I think she should do that. I agree. I was about to get onto that point.
I'm not saying they should get rid of her. I'm just saying that maybe she needs to... maybe she should do a stint in Japan. I don't know.
I think the part of the storyline is obviously take on this fact that, you know what, I'm not great. Because the same thing happened to Raquel Rodriguez as well. She went away for
Kevin Nash pretty much was like, do this.
Yeah.
And suddenly she was doing it.
And she needs to work big. And I think definitely Jade needs to take some time away. And definitely, because again, she was thrown into the deep end. I mean, she capitalized. I mean, and she did do great. When she had
arguably,
Bianca,
I was going to say
Naomi.
She was in a tag team. Can you argue she did great because it was not double the work. It was she wasn't carrying for herself. Yeah. Bianca was carrying for two.
Yeah, Bianca was carrying for two. And you know what? Again, it's all right. Make it part of the story. She needs a break. Let her go have a break. Let her train a bit more. Let her know how to work, develop that in-ring psychology, and she can do it. I think she can. I really firmly believe she's got the physique, she's got the look, she's got the power. She just needs the stamina, and she just needs the sort of like, she needs to develop her repertoire of move sets a bit more, because someone like Tiffany, who didn't start off, Jade started off.
Tiffany's wrestling career is 4 years old.
Exactly. And Tiffany's already running laps around most of some of the people in the wrestling industry.
But you know what? Let's speak in the terms of kayfabe, and let's focus on storyline, because I see what people are saying. Rumor has it that match was 7 minutes.
It was 7 minutes 5 seconds.
And then the way they've built, oh my god, I've forgotten her name. Jeez. Wait, Jade. Okay. Jade. I had Jade in my head, but it wasn't coming out. It needed to be dragged out. The way they've built Jade, in comparison to Tiffany, for argument's sake, would you have said that Jade should have won that match?
I would have said Jade should have won that match.
Why do you think they canned it? Because you know what, actually, I think we'd always assumed Jade was going to win that match regardless, or basically grab that title. So why have they stepped back?
Do you want me to be honest?
Oh yeah, go for it.
I haven't a clue.
Oh, okay.
I haven't a clue. Your guess is as best as mine.
Yeah.
I honestly literally went in there thinking that Jade was going to win that match.
Yeah.
And Jade was going to walk out the champion. What Tiffany has on the horizon, I'm not sure.
You know what? I think Jade will probably win it. They'll do another match and she just won't win on SummerSlam. I think they still might give it to her.
They might. I just don't know what. Like, I really am.
I don't know who else Tiffany's facing.
I don't know who else Tiffany's gonna face. Because I would have assumed it was Steph Velcro. Stephanie Velcro, but she's going, obviously, evidently, Naomi's set her sights on her.
No, but that makes sense because Stephanie's on Raw.
Yeah, but
anyway.
then it doesn't
matter, but
doesn't
like,
matter.
I think everything has. Once again, I would WWE and Real too, because they seem to have planned this whole year around Liv.
Mm-hmm.
Liv got injured. That set off this domino effect because if we really think about it, we're going to assume that Naomi was actually going to cash in on Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would have probably been Naomi versus Jade.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder what they had planned for everything. And then it was probably going to be Rhea would have won the belt.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would have been Rhea versus Stephanie.
Mm-hmm.
But because Liv got injured, it set this. So I really want to... Tell us what you had planned.
Tell us what you think, boy, because what I am seeing for Tiffany is like, I thought that was the end of the road for her. But then you kind of think then, if that was the end of the road for Tiffany, where would Jade begin?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I wouldn't know. She would just be holding that belt.
And I don't know who would be going against her. Nia Jax is busy doing stuff in NXT, it looks like. And Bailey is just, having a moment
with Becky and
I think that's done.
Lyra. Boy.
I think that's done because it looks like it's Nikki Bella and Becky
now
at the moment.
I don't know. Unless Tiffany, well, I'm starting to see maybe Tiffany legends. They're just going to start throwing.
Can we not? Please, can we not? Can we not? Can we not? Can we not?
I don't know. But Tiffany's a great worker.
Yes.
Tiffany's a great worker. She could work with anybody, apart from one person that we'll probably not go back into it. But even then they had a great match. But Tiffany walks away champion. Next we had Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul versus Randy Orton and Jelly Roll.
So I had to watch this again because I fell asleep a little bit, but then I saw the rest. Annoyingly,
I can't lie.
It was good.
Fun match.
It was good.
Fun match.
And Logan taking the win again. So what? WrestleMania and now.
This is what I was.
Wait, who did he pin again?
He pinned.
Please say it's Jelly Roll and he didn't pin Orton.
Who did he pin? I think he didn't. I mean, of course he's not pinning. He's definitely not pinning Orton. I think he pinned Jelly Roll.
Let's see.
In that sense, though, Drew McIntyre, I think Logan Paul definitely deserved the spot of the night with the
with that table,
with that table shot, and Jelly Roll taking that table dive was bloody incredible. I'm liking this thing of celebrities actually having a kind of dynamic storyline in the matches, rather than them just being there just for being their sake. They are actually, taking bumps. They are showing, because I saw that Jelly Roll's part of this was him being quite determined, him showing perseverance.
Yeah.
And, it's great to see Jelly Roll be able to kind of like, move the way he does in that ring. Obviously, building up Randy Orton's the anticipation for Randy Orton being tagged into the match. I'm not gonna lie, I loved the rhetoric before that Drew McIntyre, because Drew McIntyre was having visa problems, and then people were joking and saying that he ripped up his visa because he had to do a celebrity match.
Well, this is my thing, because I thought it almost felt out of character for Drew McIntyre to align himself with Logan Paul.
But then again, I think Drew McIntyre, what I love about Drew McIntyre is that Drew McIntyre is such a hater that he doesn't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like, if if I have to align myself with somebody just to show how much I am a hater, I would do it. I would do it. So I'm loving this kind of like troll / hateration character that Drew McIntyre is sort of portraying. Like, it gives more depth to this, what's it called? Obviously, because you know the Scottish thing is the Scottish Celtic, not Celtic word. The Scottish swordsman thing is one dimensional, but then to add onto sort of like,
well, he did that all himself.
Yeah,
when he first started with that Twitter, he's just good. He's just
really
funny.
good with it. And like, I don't know, like maybe to the American fans, but do you not think that this is kind of like emulating like sort of like the British sort of Scottish dynamic? But the Scottish don't hate the British though.
Oh, go. As someone who went to uni in Scotland.
Do you not think it kind of emulates this, like I said, the Scottish / against the world sort of rhetoric? Like,
what, Scots versus... I mean, there is a little bit of a disdain of Scots hearing Americans talking about heritage.
Yeah.
So that's the only way I can think about it. But I think the Scottish humour in general is quite deadpan.
Yeah.
And so it just works. And it's a major clash against American culture and American views. And even up to Braveheart, like the whole bravery aspect and stuff. I'm surprised that Drew at one point hasn't just had blue paint all over
literally
and stuff. So I see where it is, what you're saying. I don't think he's faced anyone English in a while.
No.
Is
there even any? I don't think there's any active like English.
Pete Dunne,
but that's it. But there's not really. All of them are in AEW.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, all of them are in AEW.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so he's like the only Scotsman there. I mean, you've got the Irish guy.
Sheamus.
But then again, like I said, there's not really any pure English person there when you think about it in the WWE roster. Yeah.
No.
Not really, no. Anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Randy Orton and Jelly Roll.
Oh, Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett, I mean, he's on commentary. But fun match.
No, it was good. I was trying to my sister and I were talking about it, and I was saying how I'm still annoyed that Logan is a good wrestler. It really does annoy me that he's good, and the frog spot, it's just ridiculous.
It's ridiculous how good
I told
he
her
is.
what actually burns me is the fact that he's a high flyer.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know me, an high flyer. It really burns me that he's good.
Yeah, he's really good.
He's good.
Logan Paul
and he's really committed to it.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely a better wrestler than he is a boxer.
Yeah, shows up to whenever he needs to show up. Seems to have respect for a lot of the wrestlers backstage.
But who's giving him these wins?
Who's giving him these wins? I don't know. Maybe it's in his contract or something. Like the Prime, like he probably said, if I lose, Prime comes with me. You guys lose on the Prime sponsorship as well.
I would be happy with that because I'm getting tired of all these stamps that I'm
Prime
seeing.
just front and center in the middle of the ring.
We're in a new era of
sponsorship bastardization
and streams and blah blah blah.
It's just getting...
Even the celebrities, because don't you think, actually, just speaking on celebrity involvement and celebrity matches, it is so different to the PG era. Do you remember how like there was always a celebrity general manager?
Yeah,
it's so different, right? Is it close? Because the only other level I can compare it to in some cases, because like sometimes I'm just like, why do we need celebrities involved and stuff? I don't think it's the level of like Mr. T. It gives David Arquette sometimes.
I was just about to say that. But I hope they don't dive into that David Arquette nonsense again. Because that is a way to kill a company. Like, obviously celebrities having this sort of... And I think maybe that's why I liked Jelly Roll. Because it doesn't showcase that celebrity sort of like... It was like this kind of... I don't know how to say it, but it's like this sort of like... This sort of notion that celebrities are above all. So, you know, like... for example, like celebrities are OP, they're overpowered. Like celebrities can't lose because of their celebrity status.
Oh.
So like,
and he's lost,
but
he
even
took some serious bumps,
and even then he sold a good story.
Yeah.
So like I said, he sold a good story in the ring. Like I said, the perseverance, the thing, he walked out a winner, I guess. But again, it just showcases again, like, celebrities are not above all.
Right.
It's about more so of the business. But then again, we can argue and say Logan Paul technically is a celebrity, and he's a
different type of celebrity.
But
the level of celebrity has blurred. In my head, he's a streamer.
He's a streamer.
He's
not our celebrity, because I guess when we're talking about age, he's not our celebrity. He's not someone we would consider as like a top guy. But
like for the top tier celebrities wouldn't consider him a celebrity.
True. Speaking of celebrities, I completely forgot this, but Cardi B.
Should we talk about it?
Cardi B as a host.
Good hosting.
I loved. I was living.
I liked her outfit.
For her entrance and her outfit.
Yeah.
She was having a grand old time.
Yeah.
Even though it was so limited, I would have liked a bit more of Cardi B, backstage. Because if you're going to tell me,
I was fine.
You were fine,
because I got worried that this came with my fear with the Naomi, Io, and Rhea match that she was going to get involved. And that Rhea would win because of that.
Yeah.
Because I know that because Cardi's team Bianca. And Team Jade and not Team Naomi.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh God. I think it was fine. This is actually where I feel like celebrity involvement is not overdone, and it was fine. She was just a host. And she was also a fan, and I was into it. I didn't want her to do too much, to be honest. I do hear it.
I would have just liked a little bit more, because you saw her at the beginning just opening the show.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I didn't mind it, but I do know why. I think because they overuse their obsession with celebrities is getting out of hand.
True.
And after Travis Scott, you can't tell me that I want celebrities in WWE again. So I'd rather you just do your little thing and get the hell out of there and stuff. But I hear it. The thing, she's an actual fan. I'm just glad she actually didn't get involved and do stuff.
Much.
She did a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Who was it that she was in the room with? Was it Randy and Drew?
She was with Randy and Logan Paul, and she asked the question like, "Should y'all be on camera together?"
I thought that was so
like,
funny.
The woman knows the rules of kayfabe. She's like, I don't think this is sitting right with me. I'm a true wrestling fan. Should you guys be in the room together? I like her.
I think the only thing is, maybe I didn't watch the pre-shows. Did she perform her song?
I'm not sure. I didn't.
Maybe that's the only thing where I was like, that's also because usually they do the national anthem, and did you see my tweet? I was just like, oh, she should have been rapping that.
Oh my God!
Include her in that.
Can you see up
by the door? Oh my God!
No, that would have been funny though. Cardi B, I loved her. She came out. She looked like one of the finest valets. She should have came out with Jade, but I know Jade would have had Jade wanted to.
Can you see the size difference for that?
Oh my God, there was a live where Cardi B, she was like, there was a time when obviously she was just chatting to the wrestlers, and then she was like, I saw these female wrestlers in real life and they're big.
Mate.
And she was like, I might have just I just stepped back a bit, because
Cardi is tiny. Off topic. Do you know who I realized is super tiny, and I forgot she wears really high heels because she's super tiny? Cynthia Erivo was just doing Hollywood Bowl. She did Jesus Christ Superstar, and she's standing next to Adam Lambert.
She is tiny.
Look at the picture.
She's tiny.
Oh my God. These celebrities are tiny and these wrestlers are tall.
Yeah, she was like, these girls are big.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was the topic of celebrities.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know some of your favorite celebrity.
Who's your favorite celebrity involvement wrestling?
It has to be Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
I will never forget that entrance.
Yeah.
I think that goes down as one of the greatest entrances of all time, where it was the camera angles, the crowd, everything was just perfect.
Bad Bunny really surpassed Pat McAfee, because I really thought he was the best up until a point. And then Logan came and I was just like, oh, but he's not a celebrity.
Yeah.
So
definitely think
but Bad Bunny, yeah.
Bad Bunny. Who do you think as well?
No, I would say Bad Bunny.
I liked it back in the days when what's her name again? I
I think the other option is Johnny Knoxville, but it's all comedic, right?
Johnny Knoxville, I didn't really enjoy.
I didn't care, but people will say it was fun.
I don't really enjoy Jackass, to be honest.
No,
it's not one of my favorite shows.
I don't remember much. But also, just to quickly say, women, we don't really get women, like female celebrities.
We really don't. I remember one time they got Nene Leakes on. That wasn't great. They got
other promotions do, because JWoww, Snooki.
Snooki was on WWE TV. I was trying to remember who it was back in the day. Girls just wanna have fun.
Oh, Cindy, but she didn't wrestle. She was an advocate.
She was an advocate, but she was a great advocate.
Yeah.
I like those kind of like loud sort of like, again, I'm always for the alternative women, the loud advocates.
Yeah.
And, she had the voice to be able to speak for the wrestler she was speaking for, which was great.
For Wendy
Richter. Another female, I guess we can say, I can't, there's few and far between actually. Pamela Anderson. When she gave the win to when it was so funny back in the day, like when
did Pamela Anderson,
when Shawn Michaels won the Royal Rumble, and then I don't know if he got a kiss from Pamela Anderson.
You're saying Pamela, because my vision, like my brain was confused, because Pamela that I know now is so sweet. I was just like, what? Pamela?
Back then it was blonde bombshell.
Yeah. Sable sort of vibes. Who do you think for the women, because we don't really get women, like female celebrities in matches, who do you think, and don't quote the whole of the Love and Hip Hop cast, but Joseline makes sense. Joseline Hernandez makes very much sense if that's where you're going, but do not be listing Love and Hip Hop.
I don't think Joseline Hernandez should be anywhere near that cast, because she will actually fight. She's going to throw stiff punches. She is going to... And speaking of wrestlers going onto reality TV, Kiera Hogan is now...
Kiera, my babe, we met you
in Joseline's Cabaret, and I am so. Do you know what? I am glad that female wrestlers are, going into reality TV, but I really want to know how this developed.
People don't seem happy. I think people took offense to it. Because she said wrestling was a stepping stone.
Yeah, but do you know what? But it is for most people. Like, it's just because we're so used to athletes stepping into the wrestling, we don't see it the other way around. Do you know what I mean? I think more recently we saw when it was Mandy Rose who stepped into from the wrestler to the OF scene.
To the OF scene.
And then now we're seeing somebody who started as a wrestler stepping into reality TV. Again, we're not used to, but then we have to understand that maybe that this is actually the reality for women, because obviously with the men, they are seen in the athletic backgrounds and stuff like that, and they get to step into the wrestling scene. Whereas with women, sometimes the wrestling doesn't work because, it's unfortunately they're seen as more disposable. Unfortunately, that's the reality. So they have to find the next avenue, which is, probably that was her next avenue. And Kiera Hogan does have, from what I've seen, she does have the attitude to be on reality TV.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
She was with...
My girl's sassy.
Exactly, she's sassy. She's got that baddie persona. She's got that... She can. I mean, if we're talking about the Zeus network, she can definitely go far and things like that. There's going to be a lot of... She has the fighting background.
Maybe she should have been on Baddies.
Exactly. Well, but Baddies more so, but I don't know the premise for Baddies. Like, what is it?
I just watched the fights on YouTube.
But for me, it's just fights.
It's an outlet for me. Oh. It's why I started loving hip hop in the first place as a kid.
So funny.
That's why I say Joseline, because if you guys know which season is it, season 3, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That fight, Benzino, Stevie,
the top
Joseline,
the best fight.
Oh, what was his wife's name at the time? Althea, mate. And I don't think Benzino actually thought Joseline was going to fight.
That was the top fight for me of all of Love and Hip Hop. The two top fights for Love and Hip Hop for me is definitely that tag team, the mixed tag team,
the
intergender Joseline and Stevie versus Althea and Benzino, and then Cardi B versus that English girl.
Oh, what's her name that everyone thinks that it's?
Aloni.
Oh,
The
everyone
Aloni
thinks
looking
it's
girl.
Aloni. What's her name?
Forgettable.
Oh.
But even then, it was funny. It was funny. Like these are look at that, sports entertainment.
I'll jump you again.
She first threw her shoe.
What was it? Help me.
She threw her shoe at her.
Oh, that was crazy. Oh, okay. It's a wrestling podcast. You can tweet me and we will talk about our favorite jumping moments. Let's speed up this SummerSlam thing.
Okay. Yeah. Let us know what your favorite reality TV / fights were, because boy, we can get into another topic onto that. This is T and Tussle. And then obviously the main event, CM Punk versus Gunther.
Okay. This was a brilliant match.
Brilliant.
Gunther, I thought you bladed, but now I'm not too sure. There is a question. There is something that needs to be asked about Gunther being sort of marketed as this huge guy, and he's now the way he wrestles is very different. I get it, because obviously his stature is completely different. But I do wonder what would be next for him, because he really has only been champion. And I do wonder, like, the Jey Uso thing has changed something.
Unfortunately, I think he's still going to be booked as a champion, because right now I know that he's taking time off. I knew from when they brought out that headline that he's dealing with a nose injury that CM Punk was going to win. He is going to probably take some time off to heal and to probably, get better. And I think, unfortunately, he's going to come back and be
I don't think it's unfortunate. I just
unless him and Karrion Kross can do something, I can see something there.
I don't think it's unfortunate. I just think following the Jey Uso stuff, it feels like he's not a monster
anymore
per se. And yeah, that's the only time he really felt like it was when he practically was killing Jimmy and stuff. So that's my only thing. But it was a brilliant match. And also, like, Punk looked great. I was really happy.
I could never be disappointed.
Yeah.
I could never be disappointed at a CM Punk match, because I know I am going to get theatrics.
I'm just like pointing out your boobs.
I know I'm going to get story. I know I'm going to get sports entertainment inside a CM Punk match. That man knows the business back to back. He knows what sells. He knows what the crowd wants, and he listens. I'm never going to be I knew, like, this is one of the few matches where I walked in and said, this is going to be a good match.
It was a brilliant match. I'm happy that he won. And I'm not mad at the ending.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah. When are you not honest?
When CM Punk pinned Gunther, I closed my laptop and went to sleep. I did not see the results until I woke up. I woke up. Oh,
that's why your tweet was like, I was like,
my tweet that day was, what did I wake up to? Because I thought, unfortunately, that was it, chapter closed, done. But then I remember, this is SummerSlam, this is like, the same thing happened in Survivor Series. Once that logo comes up, you think this is the end of the show, and then some shenanigans happen.
The century. You know what? Okay, first of all, when he cried, very, very sad, I was very, very happy. I was just like, oh, Summer of Punk, it's happening. Burn it down. And then it's also because I've made videos on this and I've tweeted about it. Punk's face. I have said it before. 14 years later, this man got a bout of PTSD in the middle of the ring. And I know, like, we were joking, like, this guy, like, Seth gave him a good 5 minutes to run out. This guy was frozen. He could not move. My man could not move because all he could think of was when Alberto Del Rio stole that title off him again. So, now, what do I think of... Number one, okay, this fake injury thing.
while I was upset that it did happen,
I'm not mad.
One thing about Seth Rollins is he's going to make his cash-ins dramatic,
yes,
over the top, theatrical, memorable. That for me was the perfect cash-in. The whole come out with the crutches, turn around, and then let it drop.
It was so camp. It was so camp.
Was so show, like it was the greatest showman.
Do you know what it was? You know when on RuPaul's Drag Race,
yes,
when they do transitions,
when they do the reveal,
yeah. That was that.
That was so camp. That was so drag. I was like, you know what? I hear it.
Hilarious.
I bloody hear it. I loved that cash in so
It
much.
Was a good cash in.
It was a great cash. Like I said,
and then though it was a heavy one because it wasn't like Punk basically was whacked.
Yeah, crazy.
Like it wasn't just like, oh, I'm gonna do one move and then I'm gonna cash. Like Punk, Seth beat the hell out of this man. I'm surprised he wasn't bleeding.
Yeah, he I think that was like, you know, when somebody puts you through something that you just want to take the opportunity to just beat them down when they're low. I think that's what Seth was feeling. He wanted to make Punk feel the pain. Here comes the pain.
Yeah.
And I just thought, you know what? I hear it. Kudos to Seth, man. He's now world heavyweight champion.
Okay, let's see who his next opponent will be. Oh wait, is it LA Knight? LA Knight.
Yeah, I really want LA Knight to be. I want LA Knight to, because LA Knight wasn't on SummerSlam.
Seth's gonna have that for a while.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like Seth Rollins, he will go down in history as the guy with the most dramatic cash-ins of the history.
You know what? That should have been signal for what was gonna happen on Sunday.
Yeah,
but anyway.
But night one overall, I thought night one in terms of consistency, I thought it was great. I thought it was a great match.
I thought night one was fine.
Oh, yeah.
I was pretty happy with it. I think night one might be better than night two,
which we will go on to. The first match was Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky.
So we will be reviewing this in Rock and Sock in the Tussle, but overall, I'm quite happy with how it ended. I mean, part of me sort of thought that, because remember you said that Rhea isn't likely to be pinned, and Rhea got pinned. And I don't think it makes Rhea look any weak. Like, I don't think she looks weak in it. It was a triple threat holding the tights. I think the pin works because Naomi is also, with the way her heel turn is, she's quite sneaky.
Yeah.
So it works. But for me personally, I would have liked Naomi to have had the last word, and I would have liked Naomi to have done a finisher on Rhea or something, or pinned Io from that avalanche riptide, because it would have made sense. I don't know. But I'm happy with the win. I'm generally happy with the match. I personally think that the WrestleMania triple threat was better. However, Rhea, Io, and Bianca are basically the Powerpuff Girls of NXT. So they are in sync regardless, and it's always going to be a match of high caliber, high standard. But I love the match. And shout out to Naomi's dad.
Which he comedically fired because he took a picture.
He took a picture
with the ops.
Yeah. I also want Rhea and Io in the tag team scene now.
I would love them to be in the tag team scene. I need
Rhea to sort of... And again, this isn't to humble Rhea before people start screaming at me. I just want Naomi to have a different opponent.
She is going... Well, she is. She's facing
Stephanie
Velcro.
It's true. Velcro. Anyway.
She's like, I'm coming for you, Stephanie Velcro. The next match we had was the 6-man tables, ladders, and chairs match for the WWE Tag Team Championship.
The TLC match.
The Wyatt Six, Andrade, Rey Fenix, DIY, Fraxia, Motor City Machine Guns, and the Street Profits.
Shout out to Candice LeRae.
And Candice LeRae, who showed her face. And
I've never seen the ladder break like that.
Mate.
That ladder broke.
Do you know what the spot of the night was?
Oh, for
Ciampa.
Oh, yes.
My guy should have
And then he couldn't walk after.
My guy should have just taken the tag team championships just like that.
Yeah.
But then he would have literally landed on his head and died.
Yeah.
entertaining. You know what? Tag team champions.
It was
Tag team
great. It's
team.
never going to be TLC 1 or 2,
but
nothing is ever going to be. There's nothing to compare as far as I'm concerned. But I enjoyed it. I saw some comments about the Wyatt Six, and I wonder if I feel the same as to, are they just there?
I think so. Yeah, I think they are.
Because if they lose this, what is the next step?
But then again, I think that's just the general sort of feeling with the tag team. For once in our life, I think that the women's tag team is superseding the male tag team. I think because we're obviously getting more light on the women's tag team championships. You know, there's more matches, there's more storyline.
Can you imagine a women's TLC?
Oh, I think it should happen. But
for the tag team, I know there's women's TLCs before.
But I think in terms of general sort of when it comes to the male tag team scene, it's not really like a lot of them are just there.
I tell a lie. Becky, Charlotte, Asuka, Kyrie, was that a women's tag team TLC? Where like everyone hated Charlotte because Kyrie was clearly concussed. I can't remember. Maybe it wasn't.
I'm not sure.
Who knows?
But
no, I don't think it wasn't. Sorry.
Yeah, the male tag team scene is I think that's just the general sort of feel to it. It's just more so they're just there.
Well, this match definitely hyped people. Like people are hyped, and hopefully that means actually there's more to do.
There's something developing with the Street Profits.
Yes.
There is sort of that kind of question: are they going to break up? I think.
Can we stop breaking up black men? Can we
stop creating broken families?
Can we just like calm down a little bit there?
I don't think that they are ready for singles competitorship, in my opinion.
No, there's one person who's ready.
What? Who?
Montez. We know Montez. We know.
Montez is ready.
There is someone who's ready,
Montez.
and everyone every year is saying when they gonna pull the trigger. But it's gonna be like an. I don't want it to be like an Otis and Tucker situation. Some people are just better together.
Mm-hmm. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how that plays out, man. Next up, we had Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Let me.
This is where people were really annoyed with the crowd. I hear it. However, maybe devil's advocate, maybe not. I don't really like playing devil's advocate. It was not their best match in their series at all. Their first match or even their second match better. Like it's not their best match. And for me, it's just on the basis that I wanted these two are supposed to absolutely hate each other, and I wanted more aggression. Even in I'll use Becky versus Charlotte Survivor Series. There were no weapons, and you felt the aggression in that match. It was a slugfest. If you're going to now have weapons, that's even more opportunity for you to invoke a slugfest. These two are supposed to hate each other. Lyra feels she's been completely wronged by Becky. A kendo stick isn't as brutal as you make it out to be. Oh, it got better, but it's not my favorite match. And so I think it's a little bit disingenuous to suggest that the crowd ruined the match. They might not have just been feeling it. But it was a good match. But we know, I think you and I know that it wasn't their best match.
It'll be interesting to see the development with Billie, because obviously you can say
that finish was weird. That finish was weird.
The stipulation for this match was since Lynch won, Lyra cannot face Lynch for the championship.
That's what I'm confused about.
Okay.
I'm surprised Becky's kept it.
Yeah.
So who's Becky? Oh, well, Nikki Bella, it looks like.
I think she will probably drop it to Nikki Bella, but I think personally she will drop it to Billie, and Billie will drop it back to Lyra. I think that's what's going to happen.
I don't mind that little
kind of
family tree situation.
Because again, remember, the reason why, let's call a spade a spade, the reason why Lyra lost is because Billie got involved.
Yeah.
Which was by accident, obviously, But again, we're gonna, unless, because WWE have this thing of missing smaller details, so it might not be addressed. But if they address it, I think that's because that should be the case.
Right.
Next match we had was Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu.
I'm so sorry. Boring. BORING.
As the great Jesse Ventura said, this is some BS. When people
I can't believe
leave
it.
the steel cage.
I can't believe it. What is it? Can these family members not face each other? What is it? I was really upset by it. I think the only compensation we got in back was the moonsault on the top of the cage. I don't know. It just wasn't. That's also another thing. You're in a cage, but I also felt there was a lack of aggression.
Yeah.
Jacob, aren't you supposed to be this wolf killer? I don't understand. Yeah. I don't understand.
It was a snooze fest for me.
It was boring.
It was boring. Like, it wasn't giving what it needed to give.
Next match.
Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles.
Now,
for the
this was
WWE
funny.
Intercontinental Championship.
This was funny. Styles heat, yeah. I see you. I hear you.
I love it.
I'm sad that you lost, but it makes sense, actually. I don't know. People were saying they were shocked that AJ lost. I wasn't shocked. Dominic was going to win. I'm just sad.
Do you know the run that Dominic Mysterio is on right now? They're going to make that man the face of AAA.
I'm sorry, on his 20-year anniversary.
mate. Dominic
Custody of Dominic.
Dominic Mysterio is about to be the biggest wrestling, not even about to be, is the biggest wrestling star right now.
Oh, completely.
He is on a run, and
I'm just really happy once again. Like, it's a new direction for AJ, and it's redemption for me from that Logan Paul match. AJ was funny.
AJ is funny.
What do you mean you're rifing in the chair?
He was like,
and then he came in that low.
He's like, look, yeah.
That low top.
He was like...
His dancing needs some work, but I'll take it.
He's like, you think I don't know who your dad is?
Yeah.
Well, not your dad.
No, yeah, his dad.
Yeah, well, technically.
It's 20th anniversary of the custody of Dominic. He's
like, do you not think I know who your father is? Boy, let's not go there.
It was a lovely tribute.
It was a fun match.
Yeah.
Fun match. And time for the main event. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. It was a street fight.
WWE, Ticketmaster, run me back my check.
Run me back my money for WrestleMania, please. Because what the hell? I feel bamboozled. I feel theft. I feel...
emphasis on the TH.
I feel... on the THQ. I feel robbed. I feel...
They knew it too. That's why it was so good.
They knew it.
John Cena was wrestling like he was...
First of all, can I just say, I'm so glad John Cena's run is over.
Oh, I'm surprised he lost, actually. I don't know why.
We all knew that he was going to drop to Cody at SummerSlam.
Yeah, but I don't know. Do you know what it is? It was the sudden... babyface turn. It made no sense to me, and I know some people were saying, well, he kind of like showed hints where he was like worried about, he hesitated when he was in some other matches when he was going to like use chairs and stuff and blah blah blah. But the seed should have been sown a lot earlier. If it was really that bad and you knew that the heel turn was bad and you knew that you needed to change the babyface, they could have. Because it was a couple of days before the Friday where he was still being heel, being like, I'm not coming to SummerSlam.
Do you not think this might be his redemption arc now?
Yeah, but sow the seeds.
Yeah.
Sow the seeds.
Yeah.
2 weeks would have been enough.
Yeah, true.
And stuff. It just felt so sudden. And that's why I went into this match thinking that this guy was going to turn heel again in the match. I thought he was. And then when he went the Cody elevator, I thought that was him telling us he was turning heel. Because why did he have this angry Joker face on? It was so funny though. I know people hated it. I thought it was hilarious. He is he's getting there.
But yeah, Cody Rhodes leaves the champion, thank goodness. John Cena's run is over. Probably one of the worst runs. I can't think of a highlight.
I was really sad.
Apart from
except for 1 or 2 promos I could think where I was really into it, and then after that
I think the highlight for me definitely was just him, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. That's it. I can't remember anything else.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else. Yeah. Okay. And now we go to a very, 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 very,
Oh
very...
wait, quickly. Cody. I was tempted for Cody to turn heel.
They were screaming Homelander to
Yeah.
him at the,
I was like, embrace it. Just
like,
embrace the hate.
I think he should have. I think he should
have turned heel. He's so desperate to be this baby face,
Yeah. He is.
Even
when back in AEW, he's so desperate to be this baby face. But then he's been a heel for such a long time. Maybe he's just more comfortable being the baby face. Like, I think maybe his heel turn.
He wasn't a willing heel in AEW.
It has to be the right moment. Like, it has to be something to push him there. Which I think will happen, and I think it will have that same feel as it would be like with John Cena, like, oh my god, Cody's turned heel, and
because he's now the superstar babyface.
Yeah, but then that was night 2 of. I don't
Quickly,
even wanna...
Cody turning heel was the moment he got that tattoo for me.
And now to a part that I really don't want to talk about. I'll be very honest with you guys. What was off to a great, finish turned even sour for me. And now obviously, sensitivity kind of like warning here in terms of a certain return that has rightfully not been well received, and I don't think should happen at all.
So if you don't know, Brock Lesnar has returned to the WWE. It looks like he and Cena will be getting into a feud. At the end of the pay-per-view, Brock returned and F5 Cena. So, a reminder, I will be giving some very factual evidence here. A reminder that Brock Lesnar's name is cited 44 times in Janelle Grant's amended complaint against WWE and Vince McMahon, previous chairman. The representatives of Janelle Grant have issued the following statement, and I will read the statement because I think it's the least that we can do. For far too long, abuse was allowed to thrive under WWE's leadership. Instead of righting this wrong, WWE has done nothing to ensure those responsible are held accountable. This attempt to sweep misconduct under the rug will backfire. We look forward to the full set of facts, including those about Mr. Lesnar, coming out in a court of law where they belong. But in the meantime, we refer you back to Janelle Grant's updated complaint, which outlines in detail the abuse she endured by McMahon and others whilst employed at WWE. Now, before anyone starts screaming, well, he hasn't been charged, WWE legal cleared him, blah, 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 blah. I want to first I implore you to read the ESPN article if you can't read the lawsuit, because in general, actually, the lawsuit is very harrowing. It's quite disgusting. As a woman,
trigger warning.
It's trigger warning. I implore you to read the ESPN article at least. There are quite many threads on Twitter about it in general. The first thing I would say in response to the WWE legal clearance thing, I think that's quite laughable. That your own in-house team, because your in-house team has cleared, it's still an active lawsuit. Yes, he's not been charged. But whilst he hasn't been charged with a crime, he is a beneficiary of one. He's been cited 44 times. I'm very grateful to this Twitter user, Alan_cheapshot, who I think has explained everything quite clearly, but I will just read the last few things that they have written here. Lesnar hasn't been charged with any crime. He's not a defendant, but the lawsuit names him repeatedly. He allegedly received explicit content, made degrading demands, and engaged in sexual dialogue with a woman his boss had total control over. This is why Lesnar's return raised red flags. Not because he was convicted, but because the civil suit alleges WWE facilitated sexual coercion and that Brock Lesnar was a direct beneficiary. This isn't about optics, it's about exploitation. 44 references, a civil complaint alleging trafficking, demands for explicit content, an alleged coerced playdate. These are not rumors, they're court-filed claims. That's what WWE chose to stay silent about when they brought Lesnar back. Also, note that WWE did not do a press conference. because they know that they will have backlash against this. Also note that Triple H kind of tried to deflect it to John Cena in the post show.
What John Cena wanted.
Saying that was what John Cena wanted. Someone has alerted to me, actually previously, John Cena has said that he's not involved himself in the writing of his retirement career. So someone's lying. I just want to give love to women out there.
And I think we need to reiterate that what this podcast is for is always going to stand by women. And we are always going to put women at the forefront when it comes to wrestling. We are a female safe space.
Yes.
We always are for women wrestlers. And all I can say is that I stand with Janelle Grant. And I hope justice shows itself in its full force, because this is honestly harrowing. It really is.
Yes. I will also just say this isn't an opportunity for virtual signaling as well. The wrestling world has a lot of issues across the whole board. And I really hope at some point it gets completely eradicated. With that being said, yeah, I'm here for women.
I'm here for women. We stand by women.
You stand by women.
We stand by women, man.
Quick tussle roundup.
Yeah, but quick tussle. So we will start off with Toni Storm, Alex Windsor versus Billie Starkz and Athena.
Very, very quick one. Basic tag team match for me.
Basic tag team match.
First of all, does anyone know where the venue was? I thought it was hella cool.
I thought it was really cool. It was giving me ECW.
Cool. Yeah.
It was giving me ECW vibes, yeah.
Makes me think if there was ever... oh, wait, I tell a lie. It has happened. NXT UK, Royal Albert Hall. Beautiful. So, there's opportunities for some fancy-ass venues. And I think it worked with Toni.
Yes.
Yeah, it was nice. I really liked it.
She was in her element that match.
Yeah.
It was a fun...
It was a chill match to me.
It was a chill match, very fun. I did like the chemistry between Athena and Billie.
I just like the chemistry between Toni and Alex.
I loved that.
Might have been corny, that dancing kick, but
I loved it.
I still liked it.
I bloody loved it. I think they should do
it.
They should. I think they would be such a great tag team.
I think it would work, but is Alex happy to walk out in black and white?
Do you know what?
What's her persona gonna be?
What's her persona be? I mean, she's just started. She's definitely found her feet. And by the way, if you've been with us for a long time, you know that we did interview Alex Windsor. So go check out that interview with her. Great talent. Again, there was some subtle things that Alex did that just showcases herself to be such a great wrestler. In terms of when she was doing the misdirections, I thought that was really, really impressive. When she shifts her weight to sort of make Athena kind of break certain moves. Yeah, I love that. So again, Alex Windsor knows what she's doing in that ring. Yeah. And I think definitely people should be invested. I can't wait to see her grow in AEW, find her feet, get her persona, get more matches underneath her belt, and she's such a great personality, and I think working with Toni Storm will definitely help her
thrive.
Toni Storm, obviously. Toni Storm and Athena have their own dynamic going on because of the contract cash in. Athena, a powerhouse. Absolute powerhouse. And Billie Starkz.
Another reason why I'm annoyed that WWE fumbled that. I miss Ember
Sometimes, you know what?
It needs to happen. No, I know.
Sometimes you just need to find your right feet in the company. And I think definitely Athena is an AEW. She's found her feet in Ring of Honor / AEW. Yeah. Powerhouse, Billie Starkz. I love her having this sort of sadistic kind of twisted side to her. And, her and Billie Starkz are great chemistry together. Again, basic tag team, but, definitely kind of optimal in terms of how they all work together, how they all sort of had that chemistry in the ring, and how they portrayed how they kind of they all had their moments.
Yeah. And shout out to the catapult into the spine buster. Yes. But not shout out to the cameraman because you did it aerial, and I like it. The twist and the spine buster. I need to see it properly. Yeah. But it is a rock.
It's a rock from me. It's a rock from me. And then obviously we finish off with Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley and Naomi at SummerSlam Night 2.
It was a great match. You know what? I'm really thankful that Naomi was pretty dominant at the beginning.
Yes.
Because I think I was getting worried that it was just going to be Io, Rhea, plus Naomi somewhere there. Yeah. No, like Naomi really held her own. And I mean, realistically, in WWE terms, she is the veteran in that ring, actually.
Yeah. Really? Yeah, absolutely true.
She's the veteran in that ring. But in some ways, she's, I guess, before not seen in the same caliber, and now she's showing that she is in that caliber. So I was really, really happy with that. I've already talked about the triple threat, and I thought the other one was better, but this was still really, really good. And then I really loved, because Naomi's the veteran, when she did the split leg moonsault, and then she rolled away because she knew that Io was about to do her moonsault. I thought that was great. I thought that was perfect.
I love the subtleties of wrestling. I really do. It just makes me sort of enjoy and see like the work that these people put into it. And again, we can be outsiders, you know, focusing on the big moves, on the big, you know, showcases of athleticism. But then you forget the little tiny, like, again, the nuances of wrestling, like these kind of like rolls of rays, these in-ring psychological movements.
And there was a good level of aggression.
Yes.
So it was just like, you guys, like, I respect you, but you guys suck. And I need you to get out of my way. And I did like the ending, the Avalanche Riptide. I did like the ending. And I've mentioned before, it was sneaky and it fits Naomi's current character. So I'd be intrigued to see how she will go against Stephanie.
Velcro.
And I think everyone came out looking strong.
Yeah.
I feel like there was no issues. It was a great opener.
It was a great opener.
It was a
Fantastic
great opener. And yes, I was correct. Naomi, Natasha Denona, because those are that eye makeup. Oh.
Beautiful. But then, that being said, guys, that is the end. Oh,
Rock.
Sorry, Rock. That being said, guys, that is the end of the episode. You know where to find us on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram. Please drop us a message.
All the socials.
Find any recordings of us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you know where we are. Drop us a line, drop us a comment, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Shout out to Chidera. Hopefully she'll be back next week in a Seth Rollins-esque type. I'm planting the seeds in her head. I need her to do it. I need her to come into the studio and come in the crutches and just do the whole theatrics of it. But that being said, night 1 or night 2?
Night 1.
Night 1 for me. For the first time
in
history, night 1. Night 1. But yeah, guys, I've been your host, AJ. Hold it down.
And I've been Natalie, who stands on business.
Exactly. And remember, guys, this is a women's. We support women's pod. We support women. Read on the facts. And don't be an idiot. Deuces.